The COVID situation has affected your business. Do you see it as an opportunity, or have you seen it as something that has really suppressed your income?
Honestly, like with COVID, I'll give an example of maybe last year. At the time when we just started noticing COVID cases and it started announcing to say there's COVID, there was a bit of a shake here and there, but with time, for us on our part, we didn't suffer much because people took that as an opportunity to get married. People were like, no, because now I don't have to spend so much money on, like, my wedding. From 200 people, 300 people, now I have 50 people. So people took that as an opportunity. A lot of people actually got married in 2020. We've married off a lot of people in 2020.
Mono is saying, what is your take on the power of social media and the abuse of social media?
Honestly, I've always wanted to talk about that because I feel like social media is what has made me who I am today, and people use social media for the wrong reasons. And I would even say this, even as Zambians, right? As Zambians, we have a problem. We have a very big problem, and the problem that we have is that we dwell so much on negativity. The moment someone is posting something negative about someone, that's what will create more engagement than someone who's trying to motivate. If someone is trying to post about motivation, maybe let me say someone like me. Like I'm trying to say, I have a degree in agriculture and I haven't had a job towards that. If I'm trying to make a motivational talk about that, someone will be like, what's this guy talking about? He feels like he knows everything. But if I'm trying to beef with my fellow designer, 1 million views. 1 million views. So, with that said, social media is a very powerful tool. Like, you can do so much with social media. And I feel like we just need to get to a point where we need to fully understand what careers we can make off social media. Like our friends outside, I would give an example of influencers in Nigeria, because I mingle with so many of these like-minded people, influencers from Nigeria, influencers from South Africa. They're making so much money from social media just by just being a personality and just being you and what you offer. You get endorsements. Right now I'm working with Spain Zambia. I'm a brand ambassador for Shiva Zambia as well. All those things came from social media. People, like the way people see me and what I offer, and me and my entrepreneurial lifestyle on social media, that's what has offered me all those opportunities. And so I would say you need to take social media seriously, and you need to find a niche, and you need to find that which you are good at and perfect it. Trust me, it will work well with you. It might be fashion, it might be food, it might be, it might be something to do with technology. Literally, there's so much that you can do with social media. It's not just about, waking up every day and seeing what is on Mwebantu, is seeing what's on Kani. Someone is shading this one, someone is posting about this, someone is, it's not all about that. There's so much we can do. Imagine waking up every day buying your bundles, and the only thing that you do on social media is just watch drama. And then there's people like us that wake up every day. The next thing we're doing is we're advertising a suit. From that suit, we're getting maybe probably 10 orders, and from there's a lot that we can do. And also, the fact that I keep on saying we're living in a world where there's no employment. I'm a youth, but after leaving, university, I try to apply here and there, and I have friends that I was with in the same class. Up until now, my friends still call me and they congratulate me about what they see on my social media. Like, Peter, I know you're doing this, you're doing well. Look at us, you are in welcome.
Okay, then Alice Musiwa says, the man who is not able to use and develop his mind is bound to be a slave. Shani, okay, that's not what is your take? Okay, this guy is smart. Keep it up. This is Destiny Kasson.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. told him when he says your face is on billboards. Your face is on billboards also.
Of course, come on.
So you get paid to be on billboards, or it's just one of those?
No, it's not one of those things. Honestly, Peter My Life is a brand. First of all, before Peter My Life, before House of PML, there's also Peter My Life. People know me under the Peter My Life brand. So Peter My Life brand is a whole different brand, and then there's House of PML, which is the business. I'm on billboards based on the stuff that I do. I told you to say there's.
So don't you ever, like, when you see yourself on a billboard,
Yeah.
driving past your billboard, don't you feel like,
every day, trust me, I wake up every day. Like when I'm leaving home, there's about 3 billboards that I bypass every day, and I'm like, oh, is that me? And not only on one, like one brand. There's like a variety of brands. Last year I was working with I was on a TV ad for Fruticana. That's also, like my mom is calling me, Peter, we've just said every day when she sees me on TV, she's like, I'm just watching you on TV now. My cousins are calling me, my uncles are calling me. It feels good. Honestly, it feels good.
So
Yeah.
Kunda says, Kunda Mulambo says, Manjo kulibeka mtengo kakuche chuko.
Kaliko, you just need to come.
Okay, then Osprey Sakala says, where are you found?
So we're in Olympia. We had a different location. We're in North Mid, but now we've moved to a bigger place because our business became a bit overwhelming, so we had to change location to a much bigger space. And now we're in Olympia, Mumana Road, plot 6565.
Okay, so where do you project this business to be in the near future? And what challenges do you have? What challenges have you faced so far? Like this is a big challenge, like this.
Honestly, like challenge-wise, I don't know. I don't have much to say about challenge-wise, but it wouldn't be a bad thing if I would talk about this in general. It wouldn't be a bad thing if the government paid much attention to this this sector per se, because our friends in Nigeria, in South Africa, they get so much funding in the fashion industry, and they get so much support just in the fashion industry itself. But in Zambia, it's one industry that people don't like. They look down on it, and we are not respected the way we are supposed to be respected as people of the society. I mean, we are dressing up people almost every weekend. Why can't we get the accolades that we need? You know what I mean? Yeah. And so basically, that's the only challenge that we are facing.
Then you can advertise yourself.
Okay, so basically my advice to young people out there is honestly just follow your dream. Just follow your dream. We're living. Things are changing. 21st century. Things are changing. Now our parents live. Our parents still live that in that world where they always tell us, the only way you can make money is by being employed by the government, being employed being in formal employment. But it's up to you. I've seen so many, young people that, advertise like on social media, they're advertising their products, and they've literally made like a living of what they do. And, they're doing so much. Probably they're even the breadwinners of the family. And also it's the same. Like it's the same with what I can say about, my friends and you guys. Like, just use your skill, develop your skill, and be passionate about what you want in life, and be serious with social media. Honestly, like be serious with social media. And
before sorry to cut you short.
Okay.
You mentioned agriculture. So you just did it for the sake of doing it. Like it wasn't. I just felt
if I knew what I know now, I wouldn't have done it. I'd have probably gone to fashion school. Probably the money that my dad spent taking me to Mulungushi. It's not a cheap school. It's a very expensive university. He took me there. I was there for 4 years. If I knew what I know now, I went there in 2012. I was a young boy, and of course, like I would say, I was told to say, no, this is what is giving people money. So when you do this course, you get employed because there are no jobs with this sector, so but agriculture is growing and whatever, so do this and this is what's going to offer you money. So I went ahead and did it. I was young. I went through, I graduated. My father was happy seeing me in a gown and but inside me I wanted something else. I had passion for something else. I've always loved fashion, and I've always being a fashionista, and this is where I am now. But a few months after that they used to ask me, but then you're not applying. But now, because of what they've seen and all the accomplishments and achievements, they are comfortable, so they don't pressure me much.
You were talking,
and I'm thankful for that.
Before I interrupted.
Yeah. So basically, that's my advice to my fellow youth. I'm a youth. I'm not a big boy to give you so much. But with the little that I've acquired in my journey, I'll just say you need to be serious about what you want in life. Time is moving, and we are not young. You need to set your record straight now. You need to be very serious. You need to be very focused, and it's never too late to save. Always be big on saving. Save your money. You never know what tomorrow brings. I mean, right now we're talking about Corona. Who knew there would be Corona? But now we're suffering this this pandemic. So just invest. Think about something that you're good at. Be creative at that, and and use your social media wisely. I would keep on talking about social media because social media is what has made me, and this is where basically this is my life. Social media is my life, but I use it for the right reasons. I don't use it for the wrong reasons. You never see, even when you go to my pages, you never see me posting about this, about that. It's always about my work. It's always about me trying to inspire, trying to motivate the next person. Yeah.
You have 5 minutes to advertise, if you can exhaust it. Advertising.
I think I've been, honestly. Are you guys not tired of hearing? I've been talking. I've been talking the whole time. I'll come back and chat fully. I've enjoyed it, and if you want to check out my work, you can look me up on Instagram at Peter_my_life. On Twitter, Peter Mwansa 15. On Facebook at Peter Mwansa. And my business is HouseOfPML. On Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and everywhere else. So, yeah.
Thank you very much for inviting us.
You're welcome.